Well, tonight the Rockbridge County community will come together to remember those who died in that recent explosion that we've been reporting to you. There will be a vigil at the South River Market to honor the lives of Paul Ruley, Roger Roberts, Kevin Roberts, and Samantha Lewis. Local students are also working to show their support, and 10 News reporter Tommy Lopez tonight shows us what they're doing to help the families of the victims.
Students here took it upon themselves to help get supplies to the families of victims of the explosion. Jasmine Hernandez empathizes with the families.
I know what it's like to feel like go through loss and stuff, so I figured that they needed help and it's hard to ask for help sometimes.
She brought the idea of a supply drive to a teacher and got a list of items the families need. They're doing the project through the National Honor Society.
And I just thought that it would be a good idea. I figured a lot of people would want to donate and help the families out during this hard time.
Many students are saddened by what happened and say it's also been difficult to lose the store. It was a staple of the community.
I really hope people take into consideration how much these families have lost. It's just always important to help people out in need.
10 people? Yeah. There's 15 spots.
That sign-up sheets were available, and I have 12 people signed up since this morning. The kids just came in right away, so it's really exciting that they want to help out in the community.
If you're not a student or staff member here, you can donate by dropping off items at AmeriCare Plus in downtown Lexington. They're asking for items like diapers, toilet paper, and laundry detergent. They're taking donations through Thursday of next week. In Lexington, I'm Tommy Lopez, 10 News, working for you.